Today's adventures will take us to the Newport Centre Mall in Jersey City, New Jersey. The Newport Centre Mall. I've been here a few times in the past. I think a few years ago I was here. Well, I'll tell you a little history about this mall. This mall opened up in November of 1987 with original anchors Sears and Stearns. A few years later, J.C. Penney was added in 1989. And then the mall didn't have a big anchor changes until 2001 when Stearns was acquired by Macy's and opened up in the mall. The Macy's would close in the original Stearns location, and they built a brand new Macy's store at Newport Center and moved over there, and then Kohl's came in 2006. Now, this mall started out with a big grand opening. Like, they had state politicians and even a few celebrities. Uh, Governor Thomas Kane was at the grand opening, as well as Senator Frank Lautenberg. And the celebrities that showed up were Jay Leno from The Tonight Show. Well, that was a few years before he became host of The Tonight Show. I think he was still doing stand-up or whatnot. Keisha Knight Pulliam, which you know was Rudy from The Cosby Show. And Allison Smith, that was on the CBS sitcom Kate and Allie. That's the big to-do grand opening for a mall. This mall also is situated right next to the Holland Tunnel and is right across the river from New York City. This mall opened up in the Newport section of Jersey City with all the high-rise buildings and apartments and whatnot. And this mall has been pretty successful since the day they opened the doors in 1987. I never heard of this mall doing bad or whatnot. And that's a good thing. But the only thing I don't like here is they paint everything white. Of course, this is a Simon Mall. This is what Simon does. They repaint everything. Because I remember those pillars to my left where that dude's standing. They were all brown. They painted everything white. Oh God. I was here in 2022 and they didn't paint anything. So that's just weird to me. So coming up right now, that is the Dick's House of Sport. They just opened that last year. which replaced the Sears, which closed in 2024, which was the last Sears to close in New Jersey. So this Dick's House of Sport opened a few weeks before the Freehold store, if I'm not mistaken. And then it split up as I'm walking downstairs. Because I didn't know if they had escalator inside Dick's, which most likely I don't think they do. And Primark will be to my left, as replacing the downstairs part of Sears. Coming up is Kohl's, which opened here in 2006. It replaced the old Macy's location, and which started out as Stearns when it first opened inside the mall in 1987. So this Macy's here has a side entrance, which I never knew about. I When I started filming, I came out through the main mall entrance. So this is a little side entrance that they have. And they do have a few sit down restaurants. They have Cheesecake Factory and Tapville Social, whatever that is. No, I never heard of it. It looked like it was pretty cool. I didn't go in. I think the next time I would come here, I would definitely try it. So, other facts about Newport Center. If you don't want to drive, you could also take New Jersey Transit Light Rail or the PATH train, which actually has a station at Newport Center. You just get off and you just walk up, and the mall's right there. But if you do drive, this mall is a paid parking deck. You pay $5 to stay here for about 3 hours. There's a website you can go to pay ahead of time, and then when you drive out, you just go. To my right, this entrance right here, they have a arcade here. Now there was supposed to be a rumor that Dave and Buster's was supposed to open here at Newport Center, like where inside the old Sears, and I guess I don't know what happened with that. They didn't open here as planned, which kind of sucks. I hope they do. I hope they do open somewhere here in the mall. Maybe they'll try again, but who knows at this point? So right now I'm taking the escalator up to the third level. There is 3 levels at this mall. But this third level is just the food court or the dining pavilion as they call it. And the AMC theater. So the food court has your traditional restaurants, and I noticed they had a lot of local places. They got Popeyes, some place called Soul Food Kitchen. I don't know what that is. I guess that's Korean food or something. And they have a boba place. Right next to it, there's a storefront that's empty. So there are a few empty storefronts up in this food court. I wouldn't be too concerned. I'm quite sure they'll get something to replace it. They got an Indian restaurant, a Chick-fil-A. There's 2 more storefronts that are closed. And some kind of Latin food place. I guess it's sold burritos or something. They got Chick-fil-A here. And this food court is pretty big. It takes up pretty much this whole third level besides the movie theater. They also have Sarku, Japan, which I think I ate at once. I wasn't too thrilled about it. And crossing over, they do have a Shake Shack here in the food court. Well, at least they don't have 2 like King of Prussia, if you saw my last vlog. Yeah, they had like 2 on the property. And then there's a few other places. Here they have Panda Express. They have some more local eateries. Got some place called Pizza Studio. I don't know what that is. I guess it's like a Blaze Pizza kind of concept. Never heard of it. I guess you go there, you make your own pizza and eat it. And then right there, that's the AMC Theater. I forget how many screens it is in here. I think it's 14 or something like that, I believe. But I don't know. But anywho, this will conclude this vlog on the Newport Centre Mall in Jersey City, New Jersey. I thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, and favor. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.